All right.
Live on Facebook. All right, we are live.
Yes, I see us. All right. How you doing today, Mom?
Well, I am better. I am good. I am good. It's always all good. It's all good. Yeah.
Good.
It's like ready. And you? Today's your birthday.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
You're
Yes.
looking good. You're looking pretty good for your birthday. Tell you that.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
Yes,
a good day. It's a good day. And
it is.
so if you're joining us live or watching the recording later of this, we decided at Spirit Speaks, Rebecca and Bernette, to talk a little bit about some of the stuff we're doing in the next 6 weeks or so.
Yes.
And because we thought it was interesting, important, and just wanted to have a casual conversation about what we're doing.
Yeah.
And
I feel pretty excited about what's coming up
got some good
because
stuff.
yeah, we've had some, of course, it seems like we're always discovering things.
That
And yeah,
that is true.
yes, we're
That is
always
true. I have
discovering
felt
things.
like that too. Always in discovery mode. And the minute you think you know something, you realize there's more to know.
Well, that you didn't know what you thought you knew.
That too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Didn't know what you thought you knew. So we just wanted to jump on Facebook Live today, and we're recording this to share on our own channel and on our website possibly, but really a discussion on pretty much three things. And did you want to talk about the three areas, Mom? Give the
Well, we were talking last month, December, when I was in Atlanta, and we just kind of in our discussion decided we needed to do this because of new understandings of, you know, that we discovered that were like right. It's I almost don't want to say discovered because it's always been right there, but we just didn't see it, just as many of our um, participants may or listeners may not see it. It's like right there in plain sight.
in plain sight.
In plain
It's like
sight.
hidden, literally hidden in plain sight. It's
Exactly. That's usually how they do it, hide it in plain sight.
yep, right in front of our
And
face.
yeah, and so we thought we wanted to like share this with our audiences and people that we share things with.
Mhm.
And so yeah, and part of it is something we've already done before, like the spirit guides and the negative assignments, but
Right.
it's much more to it than just negative assignments and spirit guides.
But I think that was kind of our introduction to this, understanding those spirit guides and negative assignments and how they can work together,
Hmm.
opened up
Yes,
other topics. And
yes.
so, yeah, so today we decided we were going to talk about, how we got started on these topics of spirit guides and negative assignments, and also even a new look at our understanding
Oh my
of
goodness.
God.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the
yeah.
biggie. I think that's the biggie, right, Mom? Because you were
I
saying
think
like that's the
I think so. I think so because it's not what people think. It wasn't what I thought.
certainly not
And
not what I was what I
no,
understood. But at the
yeah,
same time, at the foundational level, it is kind of, but it was so covered up and clouded. We'll get to that.
yeah, yes, yes, has forced us to rethink I would like to say rethink everything,
Mhm.
everything.
It
Yeah.
does. Makes you look at everything differently,
Mhm.
everything we've learned and grown accustomed to. But if we go back to 2021, 2021, which I can't believe, it was basically a year and a half ago.
Was it 2021?
It was May 2021. And I think you were it was before you, I can't remember. It was May though of 2021, and we were doing some channeling sessions.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
Yes.
and that's how this issue of spirit guides came up.
No, negative assignments first. That
Was it
was,
negative assignments first, and then
it was a negative assignment because we were doing the interview. I was interviewing one of your guides. I
mhm,
think it came up same time, but I was interviewing one of your guides and she became defensive. And I'm thinking,
very
guides are
defensive.
not supposed to become defensive. They're supposed to be neutral. And I felt like I was being attacked.
And we never shared that interview because
No.
yeah, but it revealed something that we had not even considered before.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you think that your guide wasn't what you thought your guide was? And it started opening up this Pandora's box
Hmm.
of what if what we thought was supposed to be just a given isn't just a given.
It isn't. It
Yeah.
isn't. I know
So
with
yeah.
with guides, people just assume, oh,
Mhm.
they're my guides.
They must be
And
good.
they must be good. Just feeling like because I know now that I have guides, spirit guides, and they're supposed to be watchmen and joy guides and watch the doors and keep me
They're supposed to
not
have all these important jobs for us.
yeah, yeah, and doing all these good things for us, but that's not necessarily always the case.
Right.
But because if you look at your life and situations that you go through, if things are really difficult, if you can't make a good decision and you have guides, you have to wonder what if I have guides and they're guiding me,
Mhm.
why are all these things happening the way they are? And why would I make that choice? And
Especially if I felt guided to make that choice.
exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Because I will admit I have had moments where I was given good guidance, but my stubborn nature hasn't listened. So sometimes it's me. And that was one of the tricky things I think about the guides that we learned. It was this sneaky blend of good with some not good thrown in just to
Yeah.
keep you a little off. And if you guys have followed us for any time, you may recall this conversation. You may recall this experience that I had with what was my primary guide, which was what I would have considered a master level guide. And she was considered that. And it wasn't as it seemed. It wasn't as it seemed. And when we healed that experience and did clearing, things shifted. But we also discovered negative assignments. So it was just like,
Yeah. And in your case, that particular guide was a negative assignment because she was assigned to you for a special purpose,
mhm,
keep you from accomplishing certain things, but to keep you busy too,
keep a bit,
and
oh goodness.
and and distracted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah,
busy and distracted.
yeah. So
But feeling like what I was busy and distracted doing was important. That was the key.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. If it didn't feel important to you, you would not have done it.
Right.
Or if it didn't seem like the right or feel like the right thing for you to do, you would
Mhm.
not have done it,
Right. So it was like just close enough,
but not quite.
but not quite. And I think that's how they get to, it's real close to your purpose. It's
Mhm.
like walking alongside, but if this is your purpose, this is the distraction. It's, just a couple of degrees off. And over time, you get way off course.
It's almost like driving down that little side road on the major highway.
Oh,
I
the
forget what
ones
they
that
call that road. Yeah, the road that is going right along the same road you're
Mhm.
traveling, but it's a side road.
Right.
And eventually that side road is going to veer off and go somewhere else. It's not
Ex-
going where you think it's going.
Exactly. You got to figure out how to get yourself back.
Yes,
You got to figure out how to
yes,
get yourself back. And I think
yes.
that's the combination, I think, of how spirit guides are used, what we think about them, and negative assignments paired together is it's such an important conversation because it impacts your entire life. And
It
I don't know if I
certainly
could
can.
emphasize that enough. It impacts your entire life, your entire life. I had earlier, I guess it's now 2023, so middle of last year, I had someone who I know from the professional world of theater, and this person came to me because they were just having a lot of stuff happening, and now just knew that I was someone who did spiritual work,
Hmm.
knew that I was a medium, but he's not so into like this stuff, but he knew something was off,
Yeah.
and he called one day and we started talking about the things that were happening. And he said, I feel like I'm under a spiritual attack. I feel like, you know how people call it psychic attack, spiritual warfare. I
Hmm.
don't know what to call it, but I can't explain it any other way. And I think people discard it because it seems like old school religion. It seems like, you know, things from the past that we've moved beyond because we've become so enlightened.
Oh, not
Well,
necessarily.
right. They say the greatest trick the devil ever played was to convince people he didn't exist. There's a lot of truth in that. But
That's
this person was under an attack. I mean, when I say things were happening back to back to back, and I went and I checked how many negative assignments, checked what was going on, and when we cleared him out, I did the healing for him. He said the next day he felt different. The next day, someone who hadn't talked to him reached out within a week. Someone who had been disconnected. So it impacted because this negative assignments were assigned to different areas of his life,
they
causing
are.
wreaking havoc in different areas of his life, from family to professional. And
Exactly.
he could see it. And when we did the healing, things started to fall back into place. It's
Mhm.
it's it's unfortunate that we even have to deal with this, that we, but at the same time, there's answers and there are solutions.
This is true. What I've also noticed with people that I've done healing for, the greater your purpose, the more negative assignments you're going to have
Yes.
because they really they have to work to make sure you do not accomplish what you came here assigned to do.
Hmm. Especially if you came here assigned to do something that is really positive, uplifting,
Hmm.
healing. moves people to a higher level of consciousness, the state of being, higher state of love, higher state of light.
Yes,
Yeah.
we all have negative assignments. They're almost, everyone's gonna have them.
Mhm.
I don't think I have done a healing yet where an individual has had no negative assignments. Even if it's just like 5 or 6.
Mhm.
That's a low number.
And I think that's, I don't want to say it's the, I don't think that's unusual, because when you think about it, the areas of your life that it's going after, there's 5 or 6 key areas of your life. And a lot of people will have an assignment on each of those areas to keep them scrambling and unable to gain hold.
Mhm.
And so when you have those negative assignments, 5 or 6 areas, you look at them, you're probably going to cover finances, physical health,
Yep.
your family, your
Mhm.
profession or your job, and then there's mental and emotional health.
This is true. This is very true.
And then of course, not just family, and then there's the 6th area is relationships in general. Love, romance, relationships. So you have 5 or 6 areas, depending on, your status, I think that as a minimum area of target, where if you're trying to do some stuff, if they can keep you rocking, keep this off balance, and the minute you get that back on balance, they try to get this off balance,
Yes.
just so that you cannot remain focused on your path.
And your
But when
purpose.
yeah, but when you do, when you are able to get those things out the way and get that focus, you'll feel it.
You do. Most people tell me they feel lighter. They feel
Clear.
like they can focus. Yeah, feel clearer.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's like not all this noise, distracting noise.
And you're wondering what in the world is going on. What you're doing all the right things. You're meditating. You're you have your guides. You get your healings done. It's like you're doing all these things, but then things are still out of place, off kilter,
Mhm.
and you're off kilter, and you just can't figure out what in the world's going on. Many times because of negative assignments, and also because of guides. And
Mhm.
negative assignments can place guides on your team that are not good for you. So
Yes.
yeah, and that goes into a whole lot more, and it's more than just negative assignments placing guides on your team that are not good for you, which
Right.
is which is one of the reasons why we are doing this um series, this breakthrough series, starting
Mhm.
on Sunday, the 22nd,
Right.
speaking about guides, because there's a lot more we would love to share. And also that we would like, for those who participate, we will be helping you clear those guides up. There's a healing that will be involved with the breakthrough session.
And that's
So
the breakthrough part right there.
yeah, it is.
That healing is life changing. It is invaluable. It is invaluable. Um,
It is.
yeah.
And it actually helps you like jumpstart your journey all over,
Mhm.
because if you have those, if your guide's not right and you have negative assignments on top of that,
Oof.
chances are you're not where you could be or should be.
And you
Or you're not
probably
even,
feel it in some way. You
yeah.
probably can feel that something's not quite right.
Hmm.
And then the second week, we're going to talk about those negative assignments and heal those.
Yes. Yes. Those are always
And that's
interesting.
always interesting because we heal them, but also looking at what they're doing so that you can see. So I think it's always important. I know when I realized it and I started seeing what the assignment was. One, I got a little upset because I said, how much time have I spent under this? But also felt free, like I can now move forward. And we'll talk about that as well. And how do you recognize them and
Mhm.
heal them, and then what to do next? Because it's not like you clear it and it's like, okay, forever and ever we are going to leave you alone. I wish that was the case when when we learned about this. Was it's not forever and ever, that they're never going to try.
And come back in.
Yeah, because they will. Um, but we're gonna deal with spirit guides. We're gonna deal with negative assignments. But the big part is a new look at God and
Oh,
that
yeah.
power, and that
Yes.
power to help you moving forward, because
Yes.
that
Now,
will change your life.
now that is like groundbreaking.
It
And
is
sh-
not. It
and
is groundbreaking.
because a new look at God will shake your world. Um, God not being what we have assumed, what we've been taught, what we've been told here. And yeah, this is a new look at God. It's like hiding in plain sight.
Hmm.
It all has been here. It is here. It's right in front of our faces, but we have not been able to see it. I had not seen it. I had not seen it. I thought I thought I saw everything because I'm always asking questions, but
But the
ooh,
more questions you ask, the more answers you get.
well,
And,
this
and and
is
it's
true.
like peeling back layers until finally
What?
you get to the heart of it.
Because you know what? A lot of it you hear, but you hear it, but you don't hear it with understanding. You hear it and you assume that you know, but it's not what you think it is.
Right. Well, you're hearing it from the perspective of your understanding.
This is true. This is true.
You can only process it from your perspective. So if you've only seen things through rose-colored glasses, the whole world is going to have a hue of pink.
This is true. This
But
is true.
what we've
This
learned is that there's another pair of glasses out there that's clear.
yes. Yes. You know what? And it's like you have these rose colored glasses, but you also have these other glasses that are clear on the side. They're not, don't look that fancy. They're just plain glasses. And you think, oh, okay, let's put these glasses on. I like these. These look good. The other glasses are there for a reason, but you just don't even think about it. It's like, eh,
Mm.
eh.
Well, everyone's been touting these rose-colored glasses. That's all you've ever heard about. No one talks about the clear glasses.
There's exactly, exactly. Oh my goodness. We're going to talk about it though. We are
We
going
are. But get ready. Hold on.
to,
Get ready.
that is to me, that is the most exciting part of all of this.
Mhm.
Those
Get
other
ready.
glasses and the rose colored glasses that has colored everything we see. So we assume this is all it really looks like. It is not. It is not. The rose colored has been, oh my goodness, it's not what you think. It is not what you
Mm-mm.
think.
It isn't. And I would say just be prepared for something unexpected and keep your mind open. We're going to have that discussion on the 5th so we're going to do spirit guides on the 22nd. And the 29th, we're going to talk about negative assignments, and we're going to do actual healings. So you can register for that. That's up on our website right now. It's only $55 for both sessions and to receive the healings we've discussed. Let me tell you, take advantage of it if you have not had the healing. The cost is definitely worth it, and it's a deal. It's a deal.
It is, and we may throw in some other healing too.
Yeah, and if you do register,
Depending
if you're
on
watching this
how
today,
time,
yeah,
you know,
and how many people register and sign
yeah,
up. But if you do register today, I am, and this is January 16th because it's my birthday. As a birthday gift to you from me, if you register today, I will do, in addition to the healing, I will give you a free bonus soul themes report. So I'll give you your 4 soul themes, but you have to register today. I need time to do it, to do those for you. But that's on offer today. But on the 5th of February, we're going to be having this conversation about God and the Creator, and that is free. You do not want to miss out. If you want to
No.
register for that, just email us. I don't want to say the email address because you get spammed if you do that. But if you go to our website page, or if you go to our Facebook page, you can email us to let us know that you want to attend, and we can send you the Zoom link.
Or you can inbox us here.
That's right. You can do that too.
You can inbox us. Yeah, we'll send you that link.
And we'll send you the Zoom link.
So yeah, and after that discussion on the 5th, we are doing a kickoff 21-day challenge that I think you might want to participate in after you hear that discussion. And I think it's a new look at God, and it's a new look at communicating with, contacting God. I think you will enjoy, but it will be a little bit of a challenge because it's going to challenge your traditional thinking. Yeah, it's going to challenge your traditions.
Yes.
But 21 days, we're going to be here to help you. So on the, what is it, the 12th?
The 5th week.
Well, we started
those Sundays.
Yeah, we'll have the discussion on the 5th. On that Monday, we'll kick off 21 days of challenge. And we'll also, on the next 2 Sundays, schedule some time if you want to jump on. Tell us how your progress is going. Offer any comments, share, and
if you have challenges, you can share those, and we will help you work through it.
Questions we can answer, and then we'll just we want to encourage you and just see how things are going and hear how things are working out for you.
It's 21 days, and I believe it will shift your life and this journey for you. Firmly believe it.
I do as well. I do as well.
And it'll change your whole perspective. So even in the challenging times, it'll change your perspective on how you work through being human being on this earth.
I know, right? Especially when you come to realize things are not what I thought they were. Yeah, that's,
it's going to be good. So on the 22nd and 29th, you've got the Breakthrough Series with Spirit Guides and Negative Assignments. And on the 5th of February, February 5th, we're going to have a conversation where we talk about God and the Creator, a new look at that. And then we're going to kick off our 21-day Creator Challenge that Monday, February 6th. And if you're curious, join us on the 5th. Hear this conversation, hear what has to be said, and decide if you
Yes,
want to join this challenge with us.
yes.
I think it'll be worth it. So even if you aren't able to participate in the breakthrough series, you
Right.
can still participate in the challenge. You may just need a little extra support. If you
And
have
if,
participated in a past breakthrough event, past breakthrough day, you're welcome to join us. We may need to do a little refresher, make sure things are still clear and
mhm,
still in place. But this is worth checking out. This is worth learning about. It's life-changing. We said that about the breakthrough day, which is life-changing. The breakthrough event is life-changing.
and it
This is,
was people, those who
oh my
participated,
goodness, yes,
it was life-changing.
yes. And this takes it a step further. This takes it a
Oh,
big,
yes.
yeah, a big step further.
I'm
So,
excited to share it.
oh yeah.
I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait. You guys have to join us.
Please do. And please, you can inbox us. You can email us. If you are interested and not sure, leave a comment on this video and we will reach out to you if we see it. Just please tag us if it's been a while. So it's the 16th.
Yeah,
Reach out before the 5th and we'll make sure that you get that link so that you can join
yeah.
us.
Today is the 16th. And so if you register today, you get that free report
Mhm.
from
Or if you
Bernette.
register for the Spirit Guides for the breakthrough event, you get the free report from me.
Okay.
And then on the 5th is the conversation about God and the Creator. That is a free talk. Anybody who's curious and interested, open-minded, and wants to see what this is about,
Right.
can join. You can join. And the
Yeah.
21-day event, there's no cost to participate in that 21-day challenge. So the challenge itself, there's no fee to join us on those calls on Sunday. Pop in and get that support that you need to keep going for the next week.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you want to add, Mom?
I can't, I was thinking, I can't think of anything else. I can't think of anything else. I just hope all who hear this will join us. It's going to be
An
is
experience?
it is. And when you think you had it down, knew it, understood it all, it's like, huh? And
Yeah.
then, there are people who have been, wondering and have questions and thinking something just isn't right about all this setup. I don't know what it is, can't put my hands on it,
Mhm.
but it just seems like something just isn't right with God. And so that's what we're going to be looking at. A new look at God.
Mhm.
So all those things you've been wondering, why does God allow this? Why
Mm,
does
mm.
God allow that?
Yes.
We're going to tell you with a new look at God, you're going to say, oh, that's why.
That's going to be a big O.
It is.
Mhm.
It is. It is just,
Ah. So it's going to, you may need time to process this. Why we need 21 days for this challenge.
yes.
So there was a question that came through on the negative assignments. So we're going to do a whole talk and healing on negative assignments. That's going to
Mhm.
be part 2 of the breakthrough series. So part 1 is the 22nd, part 2 is the 29th. And part 2, we will talk about negative assignments. We will check them, check how many you have, look at the areas, and clear them out through
Mhm.
healing form.
And so if someone is not able to make the first part, but can make the second part of the breakthrough. How does
So if
that work?
so if they can't make both, right now it's being sold as one event. If you know that you can't make the spirit guide session or you can't make the negative assignment session, but you still want to participate in the other one, message us and we can send you a special link just to pay for the event side that you can attend. Just, get in touch with us and we'll send you something for just the one you can attend.
Okay.
We don't want you to
Sounds
miss
good.
out on your blessing. Don't want you to miss out on your healing. And this is the first time we're doing this by Zoom in the 2-part series, but I don't expect that this is going to be the last time we offer this, the breakthrough or the conversation about God, because it's so important.
It is very important. Yeah, and when you hear it, you will understand why we say it is very.
And I will say one of the things we didn't talk about is like, how did we even get here to this new understanding of God? And I don't want us to go deep into that because we're gonna save a lot of that for the discussion on the 5th. But there was a lot that happened in 2021, 2022, and Mom, I would say, stumbled upon this new
Yeah,
realization, and
yeah,
it kind of grew these steps of the spirit guides, the negative assignments, and just opening up to these new concepts. And the next one that came through, especially for Mom, was this idea of God. And in the fall, we've been doing a lot of work with a micro set of some of the people who have been involved in either Spirit Speaks or healing. And we've been doing work with this concept, and it has been groundbreaking. It has been life affirming and life changing for the people who have participated.
yes,
And so we felt like we need to share this with a bigger audience. We need to share this with more of our people.
yeah, yes, we do.
And I know for me personally, Mom does a lot of healing. For me personally, I'm a medium who does healing. So it flips a bit. But for me, I'm passionate about this work because I believe that it will impact people's lives in a way that they can then live their lives in the way that they came here to live it, that they won't have the blocks. For me, families being healed and not having negative assignments over households, not having negative assignments over families, over marriages, over partnerships, over children, being able to heal families, heal
Mm.
children, heal all the stuff that's over our community. I mean, it goes so far. You can heal,
Negative, I'm telling you, negative assignments. Yeah, you could have them over your household.
yes,
You could have them over your business.
yes, over your neighborhood. You can have them over
Yes,
all these different areas, but when you can start healing them and not having them have power, then suddenly the real truth of what was supposed to happen, what's supposed to come into fruition, and the quality of lives that we are deserving to have, worthy of having, and are supposed to have can come to life.
exactly.
It can come to life. You can see more joy and peace in your household, in your family, in your relationships, in your business. You start doing that, you're adding light and love to the world, you start changing the whole world.
Right. Shifts. Everything shifts.
And then you're also available. You're available then for greater change. You're available once you have that, once you understand how powerful the creator is, once you understand how all of this works together, you can show up with all that power. You can show up in a different way. And there's so much other work that can be done, in my perspective, healing of the past trauma, and especially for African Americans and Blacks in America, generational trauma and
Yes.
generational, what we call curses, and things that have been carried through the lines, and things that we deal with that are literally ingrained currently in our DNA, and being able to heal that. And I think when we get to that next part and people really understand the creator, God, and the power,
Oh,
and
yes.
we can start breaking those chains. I'm getting excited right now because
Yeah.
breaking those chains, we will see the world change.
Change.
You will see your community change. You will see your household change. Yeah,
But it starts with you.
it does. It does. And
Yeah.
it starts with you, one, saying yes to you and
Hmm.
showing up for yourself.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So so I know we got one question before we hop off. If there's a couple people watching, if you have a question and we're gone, feel free to inbox us, message us, or just join us for either our breakthrough event series, which is next weekend, the 22nd and the 29th. Or join us for that, and our talk about God and the creator, and then taking a new look at that on February 5th. You can do all three, or you can do
Hmm.
what you're called to do and what you feel led to do. But yeah, just choose yourself. Say yes to having a more
Yes.
fulfilling, fuller life. And this, I believe this is an amazing way to open yourself up to that.
I do as well. It will be a new beginning for you, a new way of thinking. You'll start rethinking everything,
Mhm.
which you should. We should, because when we look at our world, you have to say something just isn't quite the way it should be. Can't put my hands on it, don't know what it is, but something isn't quite right. What is
Exactly.
it? Let us tell you.
Whew.
Let us tell you.
Yes. Yes. And then buckle in.
Yep, buckle up.
Yep.
Yes, it's going to be a ride.
Bring on the light.
Oh, I'm going to write that down. Okay.
Bring on that's what Obi said in the comments. Bring on the
Oh,
light.
did someone say that? I like
Yeah.
that. Bring on the light. All right. We're
We're
gonna
gonna
bring
bring
it.
it. And it's gonna surprise you. It's gonna
We're
surprise you a
gonna
little bit.
bring it.
But we are gonna bring it. Whew, there's so much. I almost feel like it won't be enough to do just this 2 hour, but we're gonna start with that
Yes, it'll
conversation
be a
on the 5th,
start.
for the God conversation on the 5th. And we'll see how people do the 21-day challenge. Y'all can do it. You can do it.
Some people will be excited. Some people will be happy to hear it. Some people say, I knew something was off. And then there'll be people who say, I don't believe it. That is not all my life. That can't be,
Which is where they are, because
you
everybody
know,
is on a different journey and a different timeline. It may not be time for them.
may not be. If it's not your time, it's just not your time.
And you and
But
and and as in the Bible, which we'll talk about a little bit, we'll be talking about that too. Um,
yeah,
but in the Bible, I think it's Jesus who says that people, when you have ears to hear, you'll hear it. When you have the
exactly.
eyes to see it, you will see it. But until you have the eyes and the ear and the mind, you cannot.
You can't.
You can't. It'll be right in front of you. But until you have the right ears, eyes, and mind to receive it, it
Mhm.
may as well not be there.
And it is right in front of us. It has always been right in front of us. But
Mhm.
I did not have eyes to see it. Not until last year. I did not have eyes to see. All of my life, I have not had eyes to see. I have not had ears to hear because I've heard it. You have heard it too,
You've heard it too. Right. I mean, you've heard it many times.
but have not had ears to hear. Couldn't hear it. Heard it, but didn't hear it.
Mhm. Yes, yes. So you're gonna hear it again, but this time, if you're meant to hear it, your eyes and your ears and your mind will be open to receive it.
Exactly.
Yes. All right. So I want to say thank you to everyone who stopped in, who watches this now or watches this later. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. And if you watch this after these events are over, but you know you want to connect, you know you want to get more information on the work that we're doing, go to spiritspeakschannel.com. You can learn more about us there. Join our Spirit Speaks community on Facebook, and make sure you follow our Spirit Speaks page so that when we do more things and we do other events, you'll
Yes.
get them. And we can also add you to our newsletter so that it comes to your inbox so that you don't miss out on our talks, our discussions, and the work that we're doing.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Yes.
Have an amazing week.
We
We'll
look
see
forward
some
to
of you on
seeing many of you.
Sunday.
Yes, we look forward to seeing you.
If you want to register, make sure you go to our website, or if you can't figure that out or don't want to do it that way, message us through Facebook or email us. Just get in touch. Find a way, because this is worth it.
It is.
This is worth
All
it.
right.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bernette, talk to you later.
All right, Mom. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Love you.
Love
Bye-bye.
you too.